Hello, friends, family, and loved ones. This is David talking to you from Granada in week 6. I'm going to try and keep this episode a bit shorter because I'd really like to get back into the habit of starting my week out with sending out something. And here it is, me sending it out on Tuesday. Probably having to upload it tomorrow, so you might not even get it until Wednesday, although perhaps tonight the internet gods will be kind and respect the sacrifices that I've offered to them many times over. So I'm just going to go over a couple of exciting things from this past week. Many good exciting things. This weekend in particular was really a blast. Partly because I finally got a new phone. You can see, knowing myself very well, I got a case 15 minutes after I bought the new phone. So it's a Samsung Galaxy Plus. I'm not going to get into a lot of the details because I'm not really that tech savvy, but it is on Android, which has strangely enough been a sort of revelation in and of itself. It seems like as I'm getting used to using this phone, I find a new thing every 2 or 3 days that I just love. The thing today was the swipe touch technology, which allows me to not only send out text messages with a lower rate of errors, but also send them out a lot quicker. So that's been very nice. I've also noticed that a lot of the apps that I was attached to on the old Apple system just work a lot better on this one. So it's been really good. I never really thought much about Android since I never tried it, but so far, depending on how it goes, if this phone does last the 2 years that I'm hoping it'll last, I'm pretty happy with how much it's doing better than my old phone. Not that my old phone was bad, but this one is pretty awesome, especially with all the ways that it syncs up to Google stuff. So if you happen to be someone on Android who knows a lot more about it than I do, I'm sure, feel free to get in touch with me and tell me what apps and what little tricks and stuff like that I should use. So academically, sorry, my nose really itches. Academically, things are going pretty well. I finally had my first homework assignment for the written oral proficiency class. And it's good. I don't think it's going to be too long, but it's about the rock movement in Madrid during the late 70s, 80s, where there's this, at the end of Franco's regime, there was this huge explosion of progressivism and open-mindedness and experimentation in terms of music, as well as drug use, but it seems like the two often go hand in hand. But really exciting. I'm looking forward to finding out a bit more about it, since I've heard it mentioned several times and have a general idea of what's going on, but we haven't really covered it in depth. And it seems like our teacher knows a bit more than he's letting on about it. He at times has a sort of haggard expression about him that suggests that he has a few significant memories from it. The grammar class is good. I'm kind of realizing that what I probably should do with that, since we're not going to get homework per se, is just go over the notes from time to time to keep it fresh in my head. We're learning a lot of really interesting things in it. Some stuff that I've learned before, but a lot of other things that I haven't learned and just will be very useful. Things that I see I'm already starting to use on a day-to-day basis as I'm talking or writing in Spanish. So that's been good. I have a new roommate from Austria. I tried talking to her in Spanish and she asked me to talk to her in English, so I think it's going to be a very shallow, pragmatic sort of relationship. I did talk to her today about chipping in to help us buy light bulbs, since we had something like 5 light bulbs either missing or burnt out. So I got a whole bunch of compact fluorescents. So it's good. A lot more light in this place, which has been nice. You can now actually go into the laundry room at night and see what you're doing. So that's a good thing. She also recycles. So another point in her favor. This past weekend was really exciting. For Friday, I went out to this place called Wok, which basically is a whole bunch of raw vegetables and meat sitting around, as well as a couple of cheap bits of sushi. Not much with raw fish per se, but a few things with raw fish. But usually just kind of the cheapest sushi that you can find at a good sushi place. But still, sushi, fried things galore, flan, and in addition, like I said, tons of raw meat and raw vegetables that if you put it onto a plate and give it to the nice chefs behind it, they'll fry it up and cover it with whatever sauce you want. They had 5 different varieties, and I actually tried 3 of them. And the awesome thing is it was only something like €6, which comes out to $8, and it's an all-you-can-eat buffet. So I ate and ate and ate. I think I went back like 3 times and probably had more protein on that day than I do in any given week. So that was really exciting. That night I went out with some friends to a Cuban bar, which was fun. They had mojitos. That was fun. We played foosball, which let me tell you, they take very, very seriously here. More seriously than I ever would have imagined. I've had 8 different people beat me at foosball, and I think that they're starting to realize that I'm a handicap if I'm playing on anyone's team. So I'm slowly learning techniques, but anyway, that's neither here nor there. I'm very bad at foosball, and everyone here is very, very good at it. The curious highlight of the night was they had on this poster for €10, $12 gigantic cocktail, and I figured, well, €10, $12, it can't have that much liquor in it, or it can't be that much liquid, it can't be that much to drink. But lo and behold, I ordered it and they gave me this blue fishbowl. I'm definitely half a gallon, maybe a quart, definitely half a gallon or a quart of liquid with an entire pineapple in it, bright blue, and rather strong rum taste. So I made a decent dent in it and had to quit because it was definitely starting to get it to me. And I think I shared with 6 other people that night, and everyone was kind of affected by it. So, fishbowl-sized drinks in a Cuban bar. Where else can you find that? Sunday, I went out with some friends to have churros. Sorry, I can't roll my R's right now because I'm speaking too much English. Churros and chocolate, which basically is a whole bunch of fried bread that you put in this drink. You dip in this drink that's thicker than hot chocolate, but not quite solid chocolate. So that was really, really, really good. I also got my weekly doner kebab, so a good day. A good day on the whole on Sunday. Church was also nice. It was definitely, we had an Italian guy speaking, and he gave a message that I think would have been very hard, talking about hell and punishment and things like that, which, of course, is very difficult for Christians or anyone to talk about, but he presented it in a very effective way that I think covered a lot of the intellectual doubts that anyone would have, over the merit of talking about it. So that was good. I'm glancing over my list, and it looks like I've just about covered everything so far. It's kind of neither here nor there, and I'm going to try and limit myself to talking about this for just a minute because I'm the only person I know. I guess Jeffrey, if he happens to be watching it, I'm the only person I know who thinks this much about fitness and exercise and having a healthy diet. I've been tired these past few weeks, and I decided to go through and actually take a hard look at my protein and fat intake and realize that I'm actually kind of a bit low on the fat intake. So I'm going to try and eat more nuts and actually a bit more chocolate too. This was day 1 of doing that, and I'm actually feeling better already. So that's been good. I'm hoping too that it'll kind of improve the results and that I'm seeing in the gym. So neither here nor there, but it's something I do from time to time and talk about, so I hope that wasn't terribly boring for you all. If I manage to figure out what happens with the Windows Movie Player, hopefully you'll see 5 shots, or 5 pictures that I took with my really, really exciting new phone. I didn't mention, but the camera on this thing's just phenomenal. I can actually take pictures when it's overcast. I can even take pictures at night. I don't know what the specs were on my old phone, but the camera on this one is just marvelous. So anyway, it'll be 5 pictures that I took of a church that was right by the law school, and I'm unfortunately forgetting the name of it right now, which is bad. I'll have to tell it to you next week. But just so you get a sense of what things look like when I'm not in my bedroom or not in the living room as I was a couple of weeks ago. So anyway. I'm going to close for now. I love and miss all of you. Thank you for the positive encouragement on the beard, from Grandma especially. I'm sure that was hard for you to say. It's continuing to thick out. I think I'm just going to let it grow until they let me back into the US, if they let me back in the US. So as I was saying, I love and miss all of you. I keep you all in my prayers, and I hope you'll do the same for me, and I hope to hear from all of you. Bye.